So, another big story that came out of Combine Week was that the Ravens, while they hope to keep center Tyler Linderbaum, people in Indianapolis at the Combine believe that he's going to get offers that exceed $20 million per year, and the Ravens will not want to go that high. And this is per Dan Graziano of ESPN. And it says here around 22.5 million per year is a sensible sweet spot. So we're talking about the difference of, because it also came out, Alex, and I don't know if you saw this, but the Ravens allegedly offered Tyler Linderbaum market resetting money already. EDC came out and said that, which kind of put Linderbaum in a weird space, because it's like first of all, let's just start there. Like, what did you think about Eric DaCosta coming out and saying, kind of airing it out with Tyler Linderbaum, the
Yeah,
negotiations?
he's moving a little different this offseason. I'm not gonna lie. Like I didn't expect to hear him say that. He doesn't really put the ball in players' courts like that, but he kind of had to kind of show people who he is. I didn't like it per se, but if he wanted to put the pressure on him, I think it did. I know Ravens fans, including myself, I kind of looked at him like, and I think this is unfair to do, and I did it, but I'm like, are you better than Creed Humphrey? Should you be making more than Creed
Yeah.
Humphrey? But at the same time, I sit back, I'm like, look at all these quarterbacks making more money than Lamar, making more money than Mahomes, than Allen, than the best guys in the league. And they have no right to be. Look at Tua making all this money. Kyler Murray making all this money. They're about to get let go in this offseason. So that was unfair of me to do, but I think it's the agent, I want to say, and I want to believe, playing hardball negotiation. I feel like Linderbaum likes here. I think if we were to offer him 20, I think that's a fair assessment. Anything over that, that is a lot of money to give to your center who has his worst games in the biggest games possible, which is a recurring theme, unfortunately, for a lot of this team. Defense, not getting turnovers, miscommunication offensively, and fumbling as well, and just bad plays offense. But I'm not sure I give, 22.5 to him. That's a lot to be putting towards the center. And I know he has the ball every play, and I would love to keep him, but I'm trying to think about this whole team. We need two new guards as well. Um,
Yeah.
you got to think about maybe extending Rosengarten in about a year. I'm not too sure how I feel about all this.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think if I'm the Ravens, I stand firm on, hey, look, man, like you are a great player. And we do also recognize that you have some deficiencies, Tyler. In space, like pass protection, you can kind of like your size kind of is a detriment, right? To the production of the O line at times. And here's the thing, Alex, like the fact of the matter is that there's bigger fish to fry on this team, and which may come off as a little bit controversial because, like, oh, offensive line, you saw how bad the O line was last year. Why would you want to get rid of Tyler Linderbaum and the continuity with Lamar, like, and everything you just mentioned, Alex? But like we mentioned, you have to worry about so many more things. I mean, of course, the Lamar contract is first and foremost. You got to worry about how you are going to fit players with your free agency spending. How are you going to fit them under the cap with the contracts of Roquan Smith, Marlon Humphrey that they haven't really talked about restructuring yet at all. Uh, there's a lot to get done here, and it's like, bro, we're offering you a very very generous deal, resetting the market. You can make history here. But like you mentioned, if the agent's playing hardball like that, and he's like, "Nah, man, that 2-3 million, we're not giving that up." And Tyler's like, "You really think we can get that?" He's like, "Yeah, but we could definitely get that." He's like, "Yeah, we'll just hold out on him. Don't worry about it." I don't know if that's the best counsel, right? But it also depends on what Tyler Linderbaum
Yeah.
what he wants to do, right? I mean, if he, again, like I talked about it with Miles Garrett, Max Crosby, is like, do you want to sacrifice your, I guess he wouldn't necessarily be sacrificing because he could go to LA, right? Or he can go to New York,
Colts. I've
the
seen.
Colts, right? He can go to some teams who can contend, who can be competitive, right? Not to say that the Ravens are the only competitive team in the league, because we know that's far from the truth. But uh, I don't know, man. I just don't know what the mindset is of Tyler Linderbaum if he's really like allowing his agent to move like this, right? Like, is he really that concerned over the extra couple 2-3 million that he would get with a totally another team having to uproot everything he's got going on here in Baltimore to go over there for a couple of extra $1 million? And again, don't mean to count anybody's pockets, but it's just one of those things, man, where it is really up to the player.
Mm, mm.
I don't know. It's weird.
I don't want to sit here, try to downplay him. I love him. I think he's a great center. But
He is.
market resetting is just there's not a lot of players I think I back from market resetting money on this team, and he's not
Yeah.
one. The
Yeah.
quarterback
Definitely not.
I'm banking on for market resetting, if anything. And I look back at the Bills game, it wasn't good. The Chief game, it wasn't good in the playoffs. And I don't want to put it all on him. Obviously, no, it's not just him on the line. And this past year, I think the agents probably bring that up. Look what you had next to him. You had Thing One and Thing Two. You had Dumb and Dumber next to him. How do you expect him to be his best when he has
Facts.
to worry about what's next to him? And I can agree with that. But if that's really what is holding the 2-3 million, I think that's just it's rubbish. It really is. Like I think if you're offering him that 20 mil a year, that is I think fair. I think with the cap going up, that is the perfect contract you're giving out. 22, 23, putting too much dip on the chip. 25, all right, stay off the weed. Like that now we're getting a little bit crazy. And I know it's minuscule, but it all adds up. And when you're building a contending team, that 5 mil, let's say they're asking for 25 and we're giving 20, that 5 mil can be a damn good quality starter on this team. I'm just not willing to give that at all. So that's just this the
Yeah.
off season, the love of the off season, rumors, sources, eye emoji,
Yeah.
love it all.
Love it, man. And like I mentioned, man, with Tyler Linderbaum, it's just quite simply there's bigger fish to fry. We can't pay everybody super max contracts, which is what this would be the equivalent to in the NFL. Like you're already getting a max contract. You're breaking the record of what any center has made. You're resetting the markets. Like I don't want to say like what much more can you ask for, but it's like I don't know. I think it says some things. I think it says some things about whether guys actually want to be in Baltimore. I'm just saying. I don't know. Just saying. Now, anyways, let's move on here.
I see Anderson's. Would you give him 21 a year? I would. I'm cool with 21. I'd budge. I'd budge for 21. I think
I
for me the continuity with Lamar. I don't want to go back to the Makaris, the Skuras. I cannot go back to that. The snaps over the head and Lamar gets a concussion. Linderbaum has his snap issues, but I feel like him and Lamar, it's just
yeah.
a good duo. I'm willing to budge for 21.
Okay. I mean that I wouldn't mind it, but at the same time, we also have to keep in mind that there's guys out in free agency that are available that you can get who can be
Cushionberry.
more than serviceable, right?
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
Lloyd Cushenberry is now
And
a free
if
agent.
I'm Linderbaum's like his agent, I'm seeing centers getting cut. I'm like, hold up, wait a second. The Ravens can just move on from him and just get another starting center, and just you may not get this money or from a contending team just like us. You can get the money from a bad team like the Raiders. What's you gonna be winning? Look at L'Jarius Sneed. Look at L'Jarius freaking Sneed. He was the guy for the Chiefs. Got paid an ass ton of money with the Titans. He got paid. He got his ring. He got paid. But Linderbaum hasn't gotten his ring yet. I just don't think he'll get it elsewhere.